How would you like to be the number one affiliate marketer in your space? Hey, this is Jaryd Krause, host of the Buying Online Businesses podcast. And in this episode, I'm talking with Matt Wolfe and Fier from Evergreen Profits and the Hustle and Flowchart podcast. And wow, this was the most valuable, jam-packed, powerful podcast episode on affiliate marketing ever. It would have been hard for it to not be so amazing since Matt and Joe have been affiliate marketing for over 26 years and have made millions upon millions in affiliate commissions. Now, in this podcast episode, Matt, Joe, and I talk about how to de-risk your affiliate business. We also talk about how to build better relationships with your affiliates and why this is actually the golden goose for any affiliate, which you should be focusing on. Then we dive into how to negotiate higher affiliate commissions by having better relationships. And then we talk about how to create an email list and perform email marketing as an affiliate, which almost most content website owners don't actually do. We also talk about how to create a badass funnel that converts more affiliate sales than any one piece of content that you could ever create. Now, like I said, this is such a valuable, jam-packed episode. You're absolutely going to love it. Check it out. Today's episode is brought to us by Niche Website Builders, which is a company a few of my clients are using and have used for content creation and link building services. They do everything from start to finish. So from keyword research all the way to uploading your completed article for you. We've also had Bob members buy ready-made affiliate sites built by Niche Website Builders. So if you're looking to outrank your competitors' content and build better backlinks, Niche Website Builders and I have a special deal for you. Head to nichewebsite.builders/Bob. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. But again, that's www.nichewebsite.builders/Bob. Do you want to start investing in websites but don't want to drop $20,000 on your first investment? Check out Odie's, where you can buy premium age domains to build a website on and add Odie's done for you affiliate site package to help you grow your website and get seen. Instead of buying a crummy website that's been built to sell with no authority, buy a premium age domain with built-in authority, great SEO, and fresh quality content for your website. Head to odys.global to check out their great deals. That's odys.global. Link will be in the description too. Matt and Joe, welcome.
Jaryd, thanks for having us on, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. I'm really excited. I was going to say this off air, but I'll say this on air. I've been really looking forward to chatting to you guys after listening to your podcast a lot, hearing a lot about you guys. And I just know that we're going to have a great time today. So
and thanks Charlie for making it happen too, man, because he's a mutual buddy. So
exactly.
It always deserves a nice shout out, right?
Yeah. Always. Thank you, Charlie. So from following you guys, huge, like you've built your empire starting on affiliate marketing, but everybody listening to the show is like a lot of people are into blogs and content sites, and they're quite familiar with writing content for Google to rank and sell products. Mm-hmm. A lot of the time they don't really know that, don't have a close relationship with their affiliates. So I wanted to flip the script a bit and talk about what you guys are doing, and talk about some of the ways that you guys are generating affiliate income with deeper relationships and better relationships with affiliates, and how that can work really well, how people who come to this space and just go, I can just hide behind a computer screen and be an Amazon affiliate, compared to like making some real money the way you guys are doing it.
Yeah. I think when we first started like going down the internet marketing route around 2006, 2007, somewhere in there, that's I think kind of what we wanted to do. That was the goal. That was the goal. Was let's be anonymous. Let's just email people and figure out how to make money off of our blogs and stuff. And over time, we figured out that the real key to success is actually the relationships and the network. And I honestly believe that if we shut all of our businesses down tomorrow. Within a month, we'd be back up and running with another successful business because of the network that we've built. So,
yeah, that's it. That's everything. Like, so like we've created mechanisms over the years because we started back, 2006, that is, learning all this stuff. And like, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we're like, hey, let's just figure out how this works, how you make sales online. And we always use content as a part of it. You know, like we're not like the salesy types. We're the promoters. We just like to share cool stuff on the back of content. So it started off as blogging. Now it's more podcasting, YouTube, email lists. Like we've kind of gone like omni-channel with it all.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to affiliate marketing, I think the big lesson that we learned is that if you build a relationship with the people who you're promoting the products, and it's more of a two-way relationship where they know you just as well as you know them, they know how you're promoting just as well as, there's this symbiotic relationship between both the promoter and the brand. When you create that big relationship, there's so many benefits, right? Like we get preferable affiliate commissions with most of the products we promote. We get better commissions than most other people promoting the same products just because we have those relationships. We get insights into the roadmaps for the products that we're promoting. So we always know like a few months ahead of time what's coming next for a lot of these products because we have these relationships with these creators. We know a lot of the pros and cons of the products because we'll hear them right from the creator's mouths of these are some of the areas that we know we need to shore up in the product. And so building those relationships, it's going to make you more money and make it a hell of a lot easier to promote when you go to promote these products. So like the relationship is the reason we've been successful with affiliate marketing. I think kind of speaking to the point that you brought up when you first started is like, you can't just be that faceless guy that starts, I mean, you can make sales by growing an email list and being kind of anonymous and, putting affiliate links in your emails, but that relationship, you're going to be able to make more commissions and you're going to be able to promote easier because you know the roadmap and you know what's happening with those products.
Yeah, you have that connection with a person or with an organization, right? And also think like, depends on what type of person you are in terms of fulfillment. I think hiding behind a screen, not that we are actually hiding, but being anonymous and not being out there can prevent us from having relationships and connections. And that can be so fulfilling in business. Like a lot of people, especially through the COVID period, have realized like, oh, wow, like how important is it that I actually speak with people that have the same interests and values as me?
It's pretty big.
We can be missing out on a big part of business. And, if people don't have that in business, sometimes we can be thinking, why am I even doing this still?
Totally. Dude, yeah. I think we've all fallen in that trap. I think it was what Dan Kennedy used to say, like the loneliest person in business is an entrepreneur or in like on the world. Maybe that was Bill Glazer, his partner at the time. It was one of the two, but it's like all of us, if we're bubbled up, like especially with COVID, like, we start maybe looking at shiny objects or going down rabbit holes that probably take us away from the actual business. So like, it's very easy to get distracted. If
NFTs.
So, I mean, speaking to ourselves, honestly, but relationships, man, like we've created a lot of different relationship engines, like ways to get connected to interesting people, product owners, people we can promote or do rev shares with. I know that's like, you didn't think it would make the episode, but it's totally relevant because we see like affiliate marketing is kind of like it's rev share, you're getting royalties, you're partnering up on something that could lead to buying a business or like partnering on a deeper level because we've done all of that basically starting with affiliate marketing and relationships.
Yeah, I mean the affiliate marketing is kind of a foot in the door to something that could be a much bigger potential partnership.
Totally.
Yeah, for sure. So like, let's work out how we can, some people that are listening like, cool, I'm the anonymous person behind this blog, behind this content website, and I've got sort of a relationship with Amazon or Share a Sale or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What would you say is a way that they can bridge the gap to start going, how do I become more connected with and build relationships with actual affiliates with products that are in the niche that I'm promoting and help them, their business make more money, but also help me make more money and have that relationship at the same time?
I think, so I would lean on your skill sets, like lean on the skill sets that you probably possess already. So it's like, are you good at are you good at talking with people? Like that is handy, you know? So maybe you want to start a podcast and have like an audio form thing. Maybe it's shoot some videos or just, you know, the idea is like figure out a way to connect with people and invite people onto like into the content or into your world. Like create a place where they want to kind of collaborate with you on something.
Yeah, podcasts like this are literally an automated networking machine, right? Most of the people that we promote when we're promoting affiliate products, we'll bring them on the show, and that's our initial interaction with them. Yep. We'll say, hey, we're using your software. It's really, really cool. Do you want to come on the podcast and tell us a little bit more about it? And then that opens the door for the relationship. We have an amazing conversation with them for an hour. By the end of the hour, they've bonded with us. We've bonded with them. We're best friends now. We get to talking off the recording. Next thing we know, they're giving us better affiliate commissions, and you know, here's some email swipes that are really working for this other affiliate. Why don't you try them with your lit? And then it just kind of snowballs into that. So like what Joe said, the content, you could turn content into an automated networking machine if, you know, putting other people on your platform is part of your content.
Yeah, thinking of a win-win. Mm-hmm. So even if you have a fresh new content, you know, platform, new podcast, well, I don't know, maybe you're going to invest in to grow that thing with some growth hacks. Like we teach people how to do that with paid media and all sorts of channels. I mean, there's a lot of incentives. Just figure out like what does that product owner or person want, and figure out a good win-win. Maybe it's even a connection to someone you know. It could just be like opening your Rolodex if you're a connector type. I mean, that's almost a better currency than every currency out there, is just making connections with folks. And then doors open that way too.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I have to agree with the podcasting, you know, and what you guys said earlier is like, I was the guy who bought a couple of businesses, and I was behind the brand, and I helped the brands grow and make money. But through podcasting, as my network grew, this helped so many other areas of my life grow as well, not just in business, but business in particular. So I think that's a key point for people that are blogging and hiring writers to write content for them is, you know, if they do, I think Naval Ravikant, I don't know, sure if you heard of this guy. He's got an amazing philosophy on business and life. And he talks about responsibility, and the more responsibility, the more we put ourselves out there, and the more accountability we have around and behind our name, the more money we can make because we put ourselves out there. And I think that once we start to lean towards that and get away from hiding behind a screen and being anonymous and having more accountability and more responsibility, we can not only make more money, but I think those relationships just flourish, really.
Dude,
like you just gravitate towards building relationships.
It's true. Naval is like one of our favorite thought leaders, by the way. Yeah, we've had his brother on the podcast, Kamal, and like just as brilliant in different ways. But yeah, like definitely everyone follow Naval. It's pretty easy to find. Yeah. Twitter's great. But I think everyone has an advantage if you give yourself permission to just talk with people and to reach out and reach too, like reach to brands and people that you feel like are untouchable, because that has been like our shift in the last, well, I mean, it's always been this shift, like this evolution, but in the last like really 4 months for our show and brand, we're reaching to celebrity types to become guests. Like we're reaching to monster brands who are $1 billion plus companies going for brand deals and sponsorships and collaborations, and they're all open to it, which is cool. So it's like, but you just got to figure out what's your value, like what are you going to bring, and not be scared and think that you're not worthy, because I feel like anyone can pull it off if you have the confidence and you actually are thinking what's the intention of the other side. Then you just put yourself in the middle, and then all of a sudden, like things open up to you. Yeah. Opportunities start flowing that you've never thought of before.
And I think we're in a place now where if you start putting yourself out there more, you're going to rise to the top, because there's this sort of evolution that happened, right? Where, you know, back in the day, people like there wasn't as many famous people, right? Like you had 10 TV stations, and you had, you know, the famous newscasters on these TV stations, the late night host, you know, so maybe some TV stars and stuff, but fame wasn't like abundant, right? So everybody saw fame with wealth. And then what happened is that started to shift, where it actually got more and more easy to get famous, because we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have TikTok. Like it got easy to become famous, and then it kind of went, the pendulum swung in a different direction, where now it's easy to get famous, but people are realizing that being famous doesn't always mean I also get rich with it. So now we have this shift back to where people are wanting to be more and more and more anonymous again, right? So now you're seeing you see it on Twitter right now, especially like with all the NFT and crypto stuff, is people's names are like their username or their like NFT mint number, and their profile picture is their latest NFT, and they're like these anonymous influencers that are sort of rising in that space right now. And the ones that actually stand out that people really want to follow are the ones that we actually know the identity of, right? The Gary Vaynerchuks of the world, the ones that you actually see who they are. So I think that the sort of pendulum is swinging back to where everybody wants to be private again. And if you're the one that's out there being accountable, putting your face out there, making predictions, saying this is who I am, this is what I believe, and this is why you should follow me, I really, really think you're going to rise to the top in the direction that the world's going right now.
Oh, that's beautifully said. Like, I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think you may be alluding to like the reason why people want to work or see people in person and not be an NFT is because if somebody's putting their face out there and their own name out there to see it, there's more trust rather than trusting compared to the level of trust you might have in an NFT profile.
Sure. And
that trust is like really the bridge to more sales, higher commissions, better revenue share deals, all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Man. Yeah. It's like there's this, the evolution's interesting to put into words, and you did say it beautifully. Because, like even not to go too tangenty onto crypto and NFTs, but there's a lot of interesting stuff that applies to media and marketing in general and buying businesses, the way the businesses are structured. But in terms of just the NFT projects, the ones that are anonymous, you're like, I see they started that way, but now they're quickly evolving into like, hey, let's have some people behind this. Let's actually show who they are on LinkedIn. And like, so you're seeing more of the people and what have they done in the past outside of crypto. So maybe they are an internet marketer. Like I know we're following some that like are run by marketers. I'm like, okay, that's good to know. So like they know how to market. They're just using different tech now. But like you're starting to put a face to kind of these projects and figure out their track record. I think that's going to always be a trustworthy thing. And but like the tech might just change, but I don't know how we got here. Putting yourself out there. That's what it was. It was like, I think that, but that's it. I think that's the takeaway.
We could go down a...
Takeaway is like, just don't let yourself get stopped by your head. Like seriously, it's like if you want to go reach out to a sponsor or whatever I guess like if you have a podcast or if you want to affiliate with a product and it doesn't have an affiliate program, like reach out and start a conversation with someone on social media. It's like so easy to connect with anyone if you reach out to them, or use hunter.io and go email them cold, figure out their email address. There's all sorts of ways.
Yeah, I like the reach out method of like seeing, all right, I've got this audience here that wants this problem solved, and you as the business owner find a better product for them, and you've got that audience that you can market that to, but that person isn't an affiliate. Reaching out to them can help that business make more money, but what it's really doing, which is far more important than money, I find, is you're adding better value to your audience, and they're going to love you so much more for it, right? And that's like that's the goal. That's the golden goose that you're focusing on.
That's it. And there's also another like thing that we've noticed, because we've taught affiliate marketing for a long time, and a lot of people just a lot of folks won't reach out. But the other thing is I was losing my train of thought. Is
something to do with affiliate marketing?
Yeah, the affiliate marketing. Dang it, I lost it. But is essentially just get these relationships going so you can get preferential treatment. Like if they don't have an affiliate arrangement, like there's usually an option for them to do that. They have a mechanism, or if they don't, like we've been the first affiliates of multiple platforms.
Yeah, well, maybe this is where you were going with that, is that back in the day, we actually found products that we really liked that didn't have affiliate programs.
Yeah, we did,
and we really liked them. them and we're like, oh, this would be a good one to shout out on the podcast. I wonder if we can, get affiliate commission for shouting it out. We reached out and said, hey, we love your product. We talk about it on the show. Do you have an affiliate program? And on multiple occasions, they didn't have an affiliate program, but they built us just like a custom landing page and said, point people here and we'll track it for you and give you commissions. So, I think a lot of people are going to ClickBank or Share a Sale or,
Amazon.
Name an affiliate program, a platform. They're going to those places looking for products to promote, where we never took that approach. We used products in our business to build our business, to grow our business. And then we turned around and talked to the people who made the products that we were using. And some of them didn't have affiliate programs, and they kind of hooked us up with a way to still promote them in a very similar way. And the ones that did have affiliate programs, we built deeper relationships, but got better commissions from them, and managed to strike up better deals with them.
That's exactly true. And you reminded me of what I was going to say, just to book in that, is a lot of folks are scared to promote other people to their own audience because they feel like they're going to lose that customer, or they're going to go away from them. But it's typically, it's the
opposite.
It's the connectors. Yeah. It's the ones, if you're doing all the recommendations, now you're going to be known as that person or that brand. So that's why people come to us for software marketing tools all the time. So in return, we usually have a lot of different affiliate options, and we usually get gifted a lot of software because we are the promoters. But because we've just been known that, now our customers still buy our stuff. They buy it more so, but then they also buy all of this other stuff because it's solving their needs. And then they're telling
and
their
they trust
friends,
us. And they trust us because the tools we've recommended in the past have worked. The courses they've gone through actually solve the problem they bought the course to solve. So, if you have sort of a code of ethics around affiliate marketing of, I'm only going to promote stuff that I've used, I have personal, knowledge, hands-on knowledge of using the product, and I'm only going to talk about people that I would, recommend my mother go talk to. If you have that sort of code of ethics around affiliate marketing gets really easy, and the people that follow you trust you so much more because you've never steered them wrong in the past.
Yeah, and it's you're not just giving one solution. All right, if you've got this problem, or you're looking for this, if you're looking for something to do, some software that you can use in your business, we don't just promote this one.
Right.
You've got multiple ones, which is, people don't go, oh, okay, they're only pushing this because they can maybe make more money from it, or they don't want to do any more work and offer all these other options. That's really, there's so much value in there for the audience. But I think unconsciously the audience, and this is what I do now, I start to do it consciously, is I look at brands and people that are in it for the long game. A lot of people that want to hide behind the screen are just I want to make some money, and I don't want to be seen in case it fails, or in case something happens. But those people that are in it for the long term, you guys have been in this since 2006, right? Of course they're going to want to stay in the audience to go, all right, cool, what's the new latest thing that's coming up, and know that you're not going to be gone in 10 years time, and they've invested all this time into listening to you guys, and then they're like, oh, that sucks.
It's true. Yeah, man.
I think that's another really valuable thing that I guess some people may not think about here, especially first time business investors or people going to go buy a content site monetized by Amazon, Share a Sale, and ClickBank, is that they own you, and there's so much level of risk there. Whereas what you guys have done is you've just diversified in so many different ways with so many different affiliates, but you're offering probably not just more products, but better products than what somebody could get from, say, an affiliate program, and you've got less risk within your business and more money. There's so many layers to this on how it's done better, right?
Yeah, and that's
was that an intention that you guys had?
I think it's so we didn't start that way. In the very beginning in affiliate marketing, we did try the Share a Sales, the ClickBanks for a little bit, just a short period of time. So we're familiar with how the markets work. We haven't used them in a long time. But quickly, you're right. You're governed by them. Typically, the platform who is offering the different affiliate offers out there, because they have their rules. You have their rules that you got to follow, and all. I mean, affiliate programs, there's always usually some kind of terms you abide by, which makes sense because you're repping another brand. But we just found it so much easier to go straight to the source and create a relationship. You get the calls before the launch and the emails that say like, hey, here's all the stuff that's going to happen. You know we can create content before most people because we have the in, but we only have the in because we engineered the in, which everyone can do. So
I wouldn't say we necessarily like methodically engineered the in from the beginning.
No,
I think we've always just been connectors, networkers, and people that love to learn and then turn around and just share everything we've learned. Like we're just like excited kids. Like I just got a new toy. Everybody else needs to see this new toy. Everybody else is going to want to play with this new toy that we just got. Like we've just always been that like, ooh, shiny object. I need to tell other people about this shiny object because I like said shiny object.
True.
Right. And so we've always kind of been those people and then networkers. Right. So if you look at our business as a whole, pretty much everything we've done has revolved around meeting people, learning from people, putting content out there, and then just sharing the tools and the people, the resources that have worked for us, and making a little piece for being the one who's recommending them. And like over the last decade plus that we've been doing this, like that thread can be seen throughout the whole thing is we put out a lot of content that talks about what we learn, and then we just connect people.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I want to come back to not just putting our face out there and having more accountability and being more responsible, but when you're teaching people to become better affiliate marketers, what are some of the other ways that they can create content? Because I know there's a lot of people like, all right, they may think, all right, I've got a blog post and you've only given me, Jaryd, one option, like go away and start a podcast. Is there other ways that you can do it with like YouTube, becoming an influencer in other platforms as well?
Yeah. So
do you teach?
How about the KST method? I think that'd be
well,
cool.
that's a blog post method, but I mean, when it comes to affiliate marketing, we put out a course. We don't really promote it that often anymore, but it's an affiliate marketing course, and in it, I think we list about 45 different ways that you can promote affiliate products. Like our bread and butter is our blog, our podcast, our YouTube channel, Google ads, and Facebook ads. It's kind of like that bundle of things. That's really where all the money is made. And what Joe was just referring to, the KST, it's a key step tutorial. And what that is it's a sort of template for affiliate marketing blog posts. And what it is you're going to write a tutorial post, right? Like maybe it's a 10-step tutorial on how to build your first online membership site, something like that. You give them all the steps, step by step, break it down how to do it. But there's one key step somewhere in the tutorial where you can't finish the entire 10 steps unless you buy a product, right? So for example, let's say we're promoting ThriveCart. A checkout cart tool. Well, if we're teaching you how to build a memberships from scratch, we'll teach you, all right, so step number 1, figure out what niche you want to be in. Step number 2, outline the content you want in it. Step number 3, record your videos. Here's how you go record those videos. Step number 4, get your checkout platform so that you could make the sale on the membership. You get your checkout cart here. It's called ThriveCart. That's our affiliate link. Step number 5, and then you just kind of go through the entire process, but they can't do all 10 steps unless they go and purchase the product. So that's the kind of KST concept, and that can be actually duplicated in blog posts, YouTube videos, podcasts.
Any format.
It doesn't really matter how you make the content, but that's sort of the way we've done a lot of our affiliate marketing is just make tutorials, but our tutorials include the tools that we use. So that's how we do it on YouTube, podcasts, and blog posts. Is here's a tutorial of us using the tool. Now you need to go get the tool if you want to do what we just showed you how to do. And that's always really worked. And then the other thing,
it's always leading with value. It's always stacked with value. Even if someone didn't buy the thing, they're still going to be like, okay,
I understand the method now.
Yeah, my time was not wasted by reading this, even though I know that this is a promotion. It's full of value.
Yeah, and then we also actually do quite a bit of media buying as well with Google and Facebook, where we're buying to landing pages that promote an affiliate offer as well. Some of that's through retargeting. So if you went to our blog post or listened to our podcast recently or any of that kind of thing, we might retarget you with an offer related to the blog post or podcast that you just listened to. So if we brought on Josh, the founder of ThriveCart, onto the podcast, and you went to that show notes page and listened to that episode, now ThriveCart is going to magically be following you around on Facebook and Google because we just retargeted a pixel that now is showing Thrivecart banners because we know you're now familiar with Thrivecart because you just listened to a whole episode about it, right? So we're doing a lot of like that retargeting to people who listen to our content to get them to come back to the offers that we've talked about in some of the content. That sounded long-winded, so hopefully it made sense.
It totally makes sense. For me, being in marketing and knowing this, I get it. It's you've created this piece of content and then you just follow people around the internet basically with your offer. Now, I want to ask, is it you don't have a relationship with Thrivecart where they'll do the advertising and then, that you send them straight to their Thrivecart offer, but you have the Facebook ad and the Google ad that sends them people to your landing page for your offer, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. What I love about this is what I teach in my mastermind. This is like, there's so much value in this process of how to make money without being too salesy and people not knowing you, building a relationship the whole time, is promote that piece of content that's just so amazing and then retarget people that have consumed that content.
Exactly.
With that offer, right?
That's the flow. Yep.
And the cool thing is you can do this in like a tiered step. You don't have to do all this like right out the gate. So in this course that Matt was talking about, our affiliate marketing course, we basically say like, hey, the way that we do this is we kind of test the waters first with maybe a promotion to our email list or whatever database you can, or following you can kind of hit up. Maybe you have a YouTube following. Cool. Start with a video. And if that hits, if it hits your markers, if you made a certain amount of money or whatever your metric is, then it's like, go a little deeper. Maybe you create a series of content, maybe an email series. You start linking a lot more videos together. And then like in the case of Thrivecart, because we've been doing this for like almost 6 years, promoting that one brand, is that we now have a full website dedicated to, we have a Facebook group, we have an email list, we have YouTube channel. Like all this stuff is top ranked now because consistently over the last 5 years, we've just consistently stacked more content.
Well, and funny thing
fed
too,
the engine.
Somebody literally emailed us today saying, I'm an affiliate of Thrivecart and I can't outrank you guys on YouTube and Google. So can I just work with you and help you guys promote Thrivecart instead? Like that email literally came across today.
So we're like, that seems fun. Like that's a first actually.
That's never happened before, but that's pretty cool that people are going, all right, these guys are too big of affiliates to even try to go out against them as another affiliate.
We have been called the Thrivecart guys before because of all the content that we put out there, where we're like, that's not our brand. We're just repping it because we actually love it and use it and all that stuff.
Yeah. I think that's a good intention though for somebody who's coming out as an affiliate, is like, how can I be the number one affiliate for this this brand, and you just own that space for it, right? Like you say, people will be like, oh, we're the Thrivecart guys. Technically, you definitely don't work with Thrivecart. Well, I mean, you are, but you're not in-house.
No.
Yeah. Let's be fair. Thrivecart does pay a lot of our bills.
That's a good intention for people.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like, it pays us well, but we're not owners of Thrivecart. Yeah. So yeah, for sure. But like what you said, like there's
not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I like that. Josh, are you watching? Listening? We'll ping him and say, hey, Josh, listen.
Is this a hostile takeover attempt?
It's a coup. No.
That's what I was thinking. That's not ethical.
Jaryd, you're in on this, right? All right, cool. He's down in New Zealand, so he's closer to you than us.
I'll set up the deal here.
Cool.
There you go.
And we'll give you a percentage. But no, I mean, any size company, it's crazy. Like some of these companies that that we've been chatting with, I don't want to like say all the names yet because it's like still in chats, but like these are, $100 million companies, $1 billion valuated companies, and they have affiliate programs. And, a lot of these companies are just started by internet marketers or growth hackers, like people like us. And they just happen to do it in a much bigger way where they might be on back of a piece of software, but they're still affiliate programs. So they might be investing a ton in brands and advertising and all that stuff, but you could still be the number one affiliate for them, or at least even be in their top 5 because you probably do well, and like start to create content around it. Don't break their terms, like whatever it might be, but at least start showing up in YouTube and all these platforms and be the go-to resource that is actually a human and not like a brand. And I think like being an affiliate, you can kind of be that more like relatable source of information and trust that still is like partnered up with a big brand that has a lot of clout already.
What I really like, what you've really done and what I really like about it is you're so much depth around a product in many different layers, in many different on many different platforms, in many pieces of consumable content, in the way people may like to consume content. Whereas somebody with a like, oh, I want to make money online, they'll come join my community. I want to buy a content website and a blog, and I can just, it's got Amazon affiliate links everywhere, and I just pick, all right, what's a really hot, high-priced Amazon affiliate product, and I'll just write one blog post for that. And they may get traffic to it, but it may not rank, so they just go, oh, it's a failure. But imagine if they just decided, oh, I'm just going to find one, each year I'll spend a whole year on one affiliate product and just create content the whole year, not just on their blog, podcast, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, for that affiliate product, and go all in on it. And then the next year, like, okay, cool, I'm going to find another affiliate product that I'll go all in on. It doesn't need to be a year, it could be 6 months, but the depth that you could have, I think that's what really creates the value, right? Is helps you bring in the most sales, be the number one affiliate, is having far more depth in that, in the content that you create.
100%.
And
not just the content you create. Sorry, you guys, I've got something else to dig into around like the funnel. We'll come to that, because there's depth in that too, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, just one comment that I was going to make is when it comes to the affiliate products, choosing the right products is a key as well, because you referenced Amazon, and like if you were just to go all in on one product on Amazon for an entire year and get a 4% commission on every sale on it, you're probably not going to make a living doing that. But we specifically work with like software tools that tend to be a little bit higher ticket, right? So when we do make a Thrivecart sale, we're earning $300 per sale every single time we sell a Thrivecart, where even if I was to promote like a $2,000 flat screen TV on Amazon, every time I'd make a sale, I still might only make $20 off it or something. I mean, it's probably more than that, but it's, it's a lot harder of a sale for a lot lower of a payback.
The way that I like, as you were describing this, and you as well, but Jaryd, he hit its depth. And I think most people are scared to go deep, or they just don't have the trust to do it. That's why we like to test the waters, like with an owned audience, someone, or like a group of folks that we can kind of test and offer. And like you said, I think it's smart to focus like after you test. So hit your indicators first by emailing or, whatever, like minimum viable thing, promotion, MVP. And, but the whole thing is like, don't get stuck in that rat race of just like doing the little stuff like a blog post with affiliate links. It's almost like a hustle if you do that. It's like, what are you building? Are you building a brand? No, probably not. I mean, if you are, great, that's valuable, and you can parlay that into a podcast or a YouTube channel and all that. But like, if it's just to be anonymous and a blog to rep Amazon links, like, it's a hustle. Like, unless you have a plan to like flip that site for like 10x or whatever, and then reinvest into bigger things, okay, cool. But most people don't think like that.
Yeah.
And like the depth is where, like, that's where shit gets really cool and fun and a lot more valuable.
And another caveat too that I want to add to that is, when it comes to affiliate marketing, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend people go affiliate marketing as like their only main thing. And I think in the past, we've even talked about how we're just going to make affiliate marketing our main thing and just go all in on that. And that's going to be the only thing we do is focus on affiliate marketing. And we have had windows where that was literally all that we did. I think we've gotten wiser on that over time, because the thing with affiliate marketing is there is a lot that's out of your control, right? We have had scenarios where we were promoting an affiliate product and it was converting at, X percentage, right? It was promoting at, making numbers up, but let's say it was converting at like 5% of the people we sent there were converting to it. And then the owner of that product went and revamped the sales page, new sales video, new sales copy, all of that. And then the conversions just crashed because the new sales page doesn't convert as well for us. We've had that happen. We've had products that we were promoting for a while, and then the product owner, the one who created the product, they went and sold the business, and then the new business decided, you know what, we don't want an affiliate program anymore. We're not going to allow affiliates. So all the traffic we're pointing at there now, we're no longer getting affiliate commissions. We've had products where maybe the product was originally listed on ClickBank, and we were promoting it with our ClickBank link, and we had our sort of links just spread all over the internet on all different blog posts, YouTube channels, everywhere. And then they decided, you know what, I don't want to use ClickBank anymore. I want to use ThriveCart to run my affiliate program. Now all of our ClickBank links that we were pointing were dead, right? So there is a control element that you lose with affiliate marketing. So I wouldn't put all eggs in that basket. That's just another caveat and sort of warning I want to put out there into the world, since we've been talking about affiliate marketing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if people didn't pick it up on it earlier in the podcast, you mentioned you have your own course, and there's so many other things that you can do. Like with your podcast, you can monetize it. You can monetize the content on your YouTube channel, all these different things that can bring in that. But yeah, I'm glad that you did bring that up, because there is that level of risk. And I guess too, like, if you're going to go into so much depth on one particular product, then you are creating a bit more risk on that writing on that particular product.
Right.
But there's different risks in different business models as well. For example, you know, if you've got only info products and somebody else comes out with an info product in that space, they can just spend more ad spend than you and crush you, and you make less money on your info product as well. So there's I guess there's different risks in different business models, but I do want to talk about the depth, and I do want to talk about the funnel, because or the multiple different variations of a funnel you can use. Because if for say, for example, an affiliate does go, we're going to cut your commissions to a little bit less, you can go, that's okay. I've built this funnel that I know converts. I know what type of webinar, email, all that sort of stuff. I can just grab that funnel and put another product through it, affiliate product through it. So it's not all at waste. It does suck though. Yeah. I totally agree. So what are we looking at here? You've got, you know, get people to content, and then you can remarket to them. But are there different opt-ins? Like I've noticed you guys sometimes do webinars, is there challenges, is there different things that you do? And then we'll talk about email after that, because that email is going to be a big component of that.
Yeah. And I mean, just to add to what we were just talking about right before that too, there is a lot of those downsides, and they do suck, but that's just another, that's another reason to get in good with the owners. Like if you have that relationship, you're less likely to be blindsided by something like that, right? So I'll add that in. That's another reason that the relationships really matter. But let's shift the topic over to like the funnels and the sort of mechanisms that we use to close affiliate sales. So, you know, we've got the podcast and we've got the blog post, and we do a lot of that KST style. We also do a lot of blog posts where we're like, here's 35 ways to use this tool, right? Another product that we've promoted pretty heavily in the past was a tool called Designer, which is like a PDF creation tool, and it does transcripts and all sorts of other stuff. And we've promoted that in the past. And one of our blog posts to promote it was like something like 38 ways to use Designer that maybe you haven't thought of. That's a crappy title, but it's something along those lines, right? And it just lists off all of the different ways you can use Designer. People read that post and they go, man, I need this. This is a super versatile tool that'll do so many things for me. So that's another style of post that we create. So you've got blog posts like that we drive people to. The podcast, we don't really do as much like tutorial type content on the podcast. What we'll do on the podcast is interview the founders, right? So we've had Josh from ThriveCart on, we've had Paul from Designer on, we've had the founder of Drop Funnels on, we had Snappa,
Ginem when it was
Teachable.
Called Ginem.
We had the founder of Teachable on. You know, so we bring on the founders of these products, and we pick their brain about the product. We say, what are some of the coolest use cases you've seen of the product? What are some case studies from customers that have seen success with the product? And what is the roadmap from the product? What are things that you're excited about doing and with the product in the future that people should be excited about and want to get in just because this thing is coming, right? So we ask those kinds of questions of the product creator, and we essentially get the product creator to sell their product to our listeners on the show, right? That's kind of what we're doing with the podcast.
Strategically, it's just such a brilliantly set up piece of content.
Pretty much.
Like as a content creator, I think about what you've just said. I'm like, you guys just nailed that.
And they're doing the hard work, the heavy lifting. Like they're bringing their expert knowledge, insider knowledge to us.
Ideally, they know what the biggest selling points are. They know what people are coming to their product for. They know what sort of the big USPs that people are talking about from their product are. So, come tell us. And then, we're also making sure that we give value. We want to make sure that throughout the podcast, they're teaching something that doesn't require you go buy my product to use this information you're getting. We want any listener of the podcast to get value. Otherwise, they'll stop coming back. Sure. But so that's another way that we're promoting them. And then we do a lot of YouTube videos where it's just a walkthrough or a tutorial. We'll do the same key step tutorial kind of process on YouTube. If you search Thrivecart on YouTube, we used to kind of own the keyword, and we're starting to come back because we're making more content around Thrivecart lately. But we do those KSTs on YouTube. And then the landing page that we're sending them to is super simple. And like you mentioned, how if one product stops working, you just kind of go and use the same funnel again. That's exactly what we've done. We've got a template that we built out in Thrive Architect that's our affiliate marketing template. And every time we go and deploy a new affiliate product we're promoting, we just duplicate this thing and swap out the content on the page. So really what the page is just there's a headline with some sort of like USP attention grabber at the top of why you should watch the video, a video of us, walking through the things that we love about the product. And then if we have bonuses, we'll talk about the bonuses at the end of the video. And then below that, there's a button to our affiliate link. And then below that is a bulleted list of like maybe our 4 or 5 favorite features again. So anybody that just doesn't press play on the video, cool, here's a skimmable, here's some bullets of our favorite features of this product. Below that, another list of our bonuses. Again, if you didn't watch the video, skimmers can now see the bonuses that we're offering. And then down at the bottom, another button to go buy. That's the whole landing page. That's where we're driving people from everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And do you have a way that people like opt in for like a freebie?
Yeah.
And then like because the Thrive Cart, you've got an email list and all that sort of stuff. Like people can opt in for your tutorial, I guess, of the Thrive Cart. Is it as a resource? So you can keep remarketing via email.
Yeah. So Thrivecart specifically, that's one that we went really, really deep on. So we actually have a full website. It's at getthrivecart.com, and we built blog posts and there's tutorials and there's all sorts of videos. And we literally built its own email list for that site. So anybody that goes to that site and watches the content, they'll see our little slide in down in the corner. And I think our offer is the perfect checkout template.
I believe so.
So it's basically like here's all of the elements that you should have inside of your checkout page to optimize it and convert the best. And then, of course, all of the features that are in this ideal optimized checkout page are all features that exist in Thrivecart. So we're basically just telling you the ideal checkout is the one that you would build with Thrivecart. So go get Thrivecart. But that's what we're opting people in for. And then when they opt into that, we actually do have like a 10 to 15-day email sequence that every day we're sending them a new tutorial. And every day it's kind of like, did you know Thrivecart did this? And then the next day, I bet you didn't know Thrivecart did this. And then the next day, here's another really cool thing about Thrivecart that you probably didn't know was in there. So every day we're just kind of teasing them with like, here's another feature, here's another feature, here's another feature. So in the same way I write these long blog posts about 37 ways to use Designer, we do the same kind of thing in our email sequence. It's just each day we're dripping out another way to use it. And one of these days, maybe day 7, somebody's like, I need that piece. That's the tipping point for me. Right.
Yeah, I like it. It's that is the depth that I was talking about. And the reason I wanted you to go through that is because, and you don't need to tell the numbers here on the podcast, but I'm certain a big percentage of the revenue that you make from that affiliate comes from the back end of, not just the one piece of content that they saw, but I mean the back end of like the remarketing ads, the going to the landing page second or third time on the email list. Like a big percentage of that revenue comes from that rather than just that first piece of content, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. And obviously we can't track it perfectly because it's an affiliate offer. That's kind of a downside there, but you could definitely see a path of like bouncing around, opening these emails, clicking this, going to YouTube, and it's exactly what you said. And even to go like a step up to like, let's say Thrivecart just went away. Like we have our own funnel on the back of the podcast and all of our free content, which is a lot more broad. You know, like Hustle and Flowchart, our podcast, we have the whole, like we take notes of every episode, which is our call to action. So that's like the top of funnel is like, hey, go get the free notes from these episodes where we're talking about all sorts of stuff. Affiliate offers are in there as well. They're linked. But we're not banking on the fact that we're going to sell from day one. We're just getting them on the list. We're getting them more invested into what we're putting out there. And then our emails, whenever we're talking about new content, we just sprinkle out whatever cool tools that are relevant to maybe a new episode, or maybe there's a Thrivecart promo or a reason that we want to put out new content. That's kind of like the upper layer before we go super deep on the Thrivecart specific kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, we were talking to, I think it was Andre Chaperone when we had him and his partner on the podcast.
Yeah.
And he said something to the, I don't remember the exact number, but it was something like most people who get on your list don't buy for something like 60 days. Like the average, like in the marketing world, like the average is like 60 days after getting to know you, they finally purchase. Yet so many people in the marketing world are like, hey, watch this piece of content. Hey, get on my list now. Hey, here's something for sale. And that all happens all within the same day, right? It's like, that was like, I introed you with my content, and then I asked you out on a date with my email list, and then I tried to ask you to marry me by selling the product, all within a
24 hours,
a 20-minute period.
20 minutes. Yeah.
You know, like,
that's true.
It happens that quick. That's what people try to do. Our approach is, you know what? Let's just slow it down. Let's just get to know each other for a little bit. All right. Let me woo you a little bit, right? So we get them on our list, and then we're just sending them value all of the time, to the point where people are like, I love opening their emails. I love their podcast. They put out good YouTube videos. Oh, cool. They're talking about another product in this email. I think I'll grab it. I trust these guys, right? So we actually put a lot of time into the value of the content and building trust with the audience before we're ever really asking for much. Now, some of our content is direct link to affiliate links and within the content and stuff, and people do buy off of that from time to time. But the average person is going to want to get to know us and get to trust us before they're going to go and buy based off our recommendations.
Oh, yeah. It's good that you're actually thinking about the buyer's journey. I could guarantee that about 80% of people that have a content site or a blog and just have Amazon affiliate, they don't even know the two words buyer's journey.
Probably
true. No, it's true.
Which is scary, right? It's scary because, it's the reason I think it's scary is because, like I said, most of the revenue that you're making from the affiliate offer or from the work that you're doing is behind that first piece of content they consume.
Yeah. It's all based off the content, and that kind of like gets the curiosity. It kind of solves the first problem that they might have wanted to solve, you know, like the thing they were searching for. And then now we kind of hooked them with all the cool values and aha moments. So we're like, okay, well, let's just continue that and with the next best thing that they need in that moment.
Yeah, spot on. Well, guys, I just want that's a wrap. It's nearly on the hour, and I'm so grateful for you guys coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Where can we send people to check out your course and check out your site and your podcast as well?
Where do we want to send people to? I mean, we've got so many different things.
Our podcast is Hustle and Flowchart, and you can find us anywhere podcasts are. Go to hustleandflowchart.tv, gets you to YouTube. Go subscribe there. That's where we like to kind of like the first touch. Go check out what we got. It's a lot of what we've been talking about here. The affiliate marketing course, we don't have an easy link, actually.
We don't know because we don't really promote it that much anymore.
Yeah.
So we have a course on podcasting.
How about the playbook, the affiliate playbook? I think that could be good and relevant.
I don't know a link for it off the top of my head. We can give you a link that if you have show notes, you can put it in your show notes. We do have an affiliate playbook that we can give for free, which is basically that same idea of like here's 40 different ways to promote affiliate products, but it's not the video tutorial course. It's just a written book of here's all the strategies. The course is pretty much the video version of the book.
For sure. So cool. If you go to evergreenprofits.com, you can see all those things. They're actually on the website, but we'll make you a link, Jaryd.
Yeah, thanks. I'll have a link to that in the show notes, guys, and I'll also have a link to Evergreen Profits.
Awesome.
And thanks so much for coming on the show. Everybody that is listening, thank you so much for listening. Before we go, I want you to think of 2 to 3 people who either have an affiliate website or a content site or a blog, or even just thinking about affiliate marketing, and do them a massive favor and share this podcast episode with them, because we went through depth, we went through relationships, connection, fulfillment in our businesses, and we also went through like the funnel and how you can make 80+% of the revenue from the back end behind the first piece of content. This is such a valuable podcast episode, these people, and you should be listening to again. Take notes, guys. Thanks for listening, guys. Speak to you on the next one.
Hey YouTube watcher, if you thought that video was good, you should check out this video here on the 2 best types of websites beginners should buy. Or check out my playlist on how I made my first 100K from buying websites and how to do due diligence. Check it out. It's an awesome playlist. You'll enjoy it.